Awesome. I'm gonna pin. Great. So today we are going to work on moving things through. So, sorry, I'm just minimizing some stuff on my screen so I can really focus here. Perfect. So today we're going to focus on moving things through our system. So whether that's fear, anxiety, which is a form of fear, nervousness, all that stuff, just kind of getting it moved through our systems. So we're going to actually start today standing. We're going to go from quite active and we're going to bring it all the way down and ground in. So I'm going to shift the screen a little bit. We're going to start standing. And excuse me, Hanu, my dog is right here off screen. So I'm going to shift some things around. Awesome. You're going to stand up, let your feet be a little bit wider. Let your toes start to turn out. Just take a big breath in, reach up, lift your chin, lift your heart, and take a big exhale out your mouth. And you're going to sweep down, soft bend in your knees, graze the floor with your fingers, and then reach up again. Big breath in and big exhale. If you find you're getting dizzy on the way up, come down just halfway and then breathe in, reach up. Moving too fast up and down can lead to dizziness because there's a lot of blood pressure changes, blood volume changes during pregnancy. So if going down all the way doesn't feel good, know that that's normal and just come down halfway. Big breath in, sweeping up. Exhale down. Good. Last one, big breath in, reach up. Exhale, sweep down. This time you're going to breathe in, your left arm is going to reach up. You're going to take a big side bend over to the right. Reaching up, and we'll switch sides. Windmill your arms, left hand connects to left leg, right arm reaches over. We're going to do one more like that on each side. Reach up and over, and let your hips shift into the opposite direction. So you're really feeling this long line across the body, across the side of the body. Good. And as you reach up, you're going to widen your feet even more. We're going to do a goddess pose. Toes point out about 45 degrees. Bend your knees, breathe in, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, cactus your arms, breathe out your mouth. Breath in, straighten your legs, reach your arms up. Exhale out the mouth. Maybe you stick your tongue out. A little bit lower. One more. Big exhale. Pause here for a moment. Get a little bit lower in your hips. And then as you breathe in, reach up, straighten your legs, turn your right toes in, point your left toes out, and bring your left hand to your right shin, right arm high. I'm sorry, your left hand to your left shin and your right arm high. And take a moment to check in. If you find that this right hip is kind of dropping forward, see if you can allow your hip to come back and your left hip to kind of scoop under. You should feel a little stretch right here in your side and maybe a little bit to your back body, and feel the strength of your left glute. Take one more breath here. As you exhale, look down at your left toes and move slowly here. You're going to bring both hands inside your left foot, bending your left knee, widen your left knee to the side, and lift your right heel high. So you're like a little lunge. Just take one breath here, and then you'll slowly lower your right knee. Untuck your toes and let your hips drop down. Find space in the front of your right hip. Keeping your chest lifted. Press the top of your right foot down, and you should feel a greater stretch in the front of your right hip. Chin is lifted. Find space in your front body here. One more breath. Big exhale. And slowly we're going to shift the hips back. We're going to straighten your left foot and leg a little bit. Reach your left toes up. And then when you're ready, you're going to come back into your left foot. Press your hands down. Lift your right knee. We're going to do a little scuttle toward the front or towards me. You're going to drop your right heel, scuttle to the middle for a forward fold. And we're going to do the same thing in the other direction in the opposite way. So you're going to come over to the right side. Drop your left knee, untuck your toes. Press the top of your foot in as you let your hips come forward. Heart lifts. Finding space across the front of your left hip. Big breath there. When we breathe into the fronts of the hips, it kind of sounds maybe a little woo-woo, but what we're trying to do is massage the psoas muscle that's right there. The psoas muscle is directly connected to our fight or flight response. So when we can breathe into that space, we're giving a gentle massage to that psoas muscle. And it has a couple of points of contact. Take one more breath here. And then as you're ready, you're going to tuck your back toes under, come into a little half split here, stretching the back of your right leg. So the psoas muscle starts at the back of the spine, connects to the front body by coming under the bowl of the pelvis, and then connecting to the inner thigh. So the top of the psoas muscle is massaged by the diaphragm as you breathe in and out. It lowers and lifts, massaging the psoas at the top insertion. In addition, at the base of the pelvis, when you breathe, your organs drop down and lift up, massaging the muscle of the psoas there as well. So it has these two great points of contact with the breath. When you're ready, you're going to keep your toes tucked, lift your back leg. You're going to drop your back heel and slowly lift up to your triangle pose. Being gentle with your body as you navigate this. Again, you're going to scoop your right hip under and your left hip back, creating some nice space across the front of your belly and a nice stretch across your left side body. Being strong and steady here, take one more breath. A breath out. And slowly coming all the way up, find your goddess pose, breath in, exhale, Kali breath. 2 more, inhale to come up. Exhale. 1 more. Good, lifting up. We're gonna go the opposite direction. So it's almost like a clock, right? We're gonna find our triangle pose where we just came from. Right toes point forward, left toes to the side. And then as you're ready, coming down, finding your lunge, keeping your back knee lifted for now. And then slowly lowering it, untuck your toes, take a big breath in, let your hips lower, but keep the activity in your back leg. And then half split, tuck your back toes. Coming back forward, you're gonna lift your back knee, drop your back heel, meander to the center, pause in your forward fold, shake out your head. And then slowly walk over back to the left leg, left toes turn forward, right heel lifts. Pause here, let your hips be nice and level with the floor. Dropping back knee down, untuck the toes, but keep the tops of the toes pressed down to activate the back leg. Half split, straightening your front leg. Shifting back forward, tuck your back toe, lift your back knee. Getting ready to drop down to open up, triangle pose, right? Left hand to left leg, right arm up. Left toes point to the front of the mat. Right toes point to the side. And then slowly come all the way up. Big breath in, finding goddess pose, exhale out the mouth. 1 more. All right, we're gonna do the same thing again, going to the left side this time. Right toes turn in, left toes point forward, triangle pose. So hopefully you're gonna be able to find a rhythm here and let this be a little bit more intuitive, coming down, lunge, dropping back knee, lifting the heart, finding that activation in the back leg, and then finding your half splits. Back forward, lift your back knee. Forward fold towards the center line, and then slowly make your way to the back of your mat. High lunge, low lunge. Untuck your toes, lift your heart. Half split. Coming back forward, lifting your back knee, dropping your back heel, and slowly opening to your triangle pose. Big breath here. Breath out. Inhale, come all the way up, finding your goddess pose, big exhale. Inhale, exhale. This time, breath in, reach up, same way we came, coming down to triangle on the right. Sweeping down, finding your high lunge. Back knee comes down, breath in, press the top of the heel, sorry, the top of the foot down. Shift back, half split. Coming back forward, lift your back knee. In the center, big breath in, breath out. All right, we're coming up on this side, turning your left toes forward, coming into your lunge towards the front of your mat. Drop your back knee, find your hip opening here, big breath in. Half split, straightening your front leg. Coming back forward, lift your back knee. And then when you're ready, opening up to triangle pose. Take your time. Big inhale, breath out. Slowly come all the way up. Big inhale, reach. Exhale, Kali breath. And bring one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Connect inward and allow your knees to be bent at a place that feels sustainable to hold. And then allow yourself to get a little bit lower. Noticing what it feels like to be in what's hard. And allow it to happen. Knowing that you're making the choice to stay here. Taking a big breath in. Big breath out. And then slowly straightening your legs, standing up, shaking your hips. Turn your toes to be parallel, stepping your feet a little closer together. And start to sway a little bit. Soft shoulders. And as your hips move, let the whole body move with them. We're going to do a standing visualization. As you're swaying, allow yourself to find a pace and pattern of swaying that works for you. If you feel like it needs to be a little faster, go faster. If you feel like you need more slowness, go slow. There's no right way to sway, but let yourself feel connected to your central column from the crown of your head, between your eyes, the bridge of your nose, the center of your lips, chin, throat, the center of your rib cage, your linea alba, all the way down to the space between your feet. And as you connect to that central column of strength, take notice of what makes this stance so powerful. Notice the physical qualities, but also the more subtle qualities, the energetics or the way you're breathing, or simply the way it feels. And adjust as you need to, if you feel called to. When it comes to advocating for ourselves, when it comes to preparing for birth or motherhood or parenthood or anything challenging that we're facing, we've been told the many images and stories of what strong looks like, what it sounds like, what it does. But often those are the more masculine, more archetypal masculine traits of strength, the fighting, the speed, the ability to be quick with your tongue and maybe even use your tongue like a sword. And allow yourself to kind of drop into the more feminine archetypal strength. Notice what it feels like to be able to stand here with a strong, steady, wide base. The foundation of your lineage, your ancestors. The foundation of the strength you've given and provided for yourself. The strength and steadiness of the home that you create. And let yourself reside in that as your foundation. And then notice how your body ebbs and flows with this sweat. The feminine embodiment of strength is not to fight. Well, not necessarily. Sometimes it is, right? But one of the pillars of feminine strength is the ability to be supple. So you're still strong and steady amongst this gentle sway that you're creating. In fact, it allows you to be more strong, less brittle, less apt to break or fall down. And then connect to your breath and your hands on your central column. This is your boundary. You breathe in exactly what you need and you breathe out everything you don't. Your hands as a gentle, steady shield for your heart and your baby, your heart and your womb. Embodying strength in a way that is steady in the foundation. Capable of shifting and moving so that nothing really can knock you down. The ability to hold those boundaries strong. And breathe in what supports you, exhaling what doesn't. Allowing yourself to reside here for about 5 more breaths. You find yourself holding on to any unnecessary tension in your face, your shoulders, your belly, your feet, your butt. See if you can release it just 5%. Staying here if you feel like it's where you need to be. Otherwise, letting your hands come down by your sides, breathing in, lifting your heart and chin. And a big exhale, sweeping your hands down just like we started class. So you can come down halfway or all the way. Let it be a little slower, breathing in. And breathing out. One more breath in. And a breath out. Blinking open your eyes. Coming back into the space that you're in. And when you're ready, making your way. My ball was sleeping. For those watching the recording, it was so lovely to move and breathe with you. I hope you're feeling wonderful. Ciao.